New York is well known for its beautiful vineyards and producing some of the best wine in the country. But what would you do here if you're visiting in the colder months? Today I'm at the Lake Erie Grape Discovery Center in Chautauqua County to find out. Hi there, nice to meet you. I'm Jordan.
Hi Jordan, I am Julie Ellis, the Executive Director of Lake Erie Wine Country. Right now you are in the middle of the largest grape growing region east of the Rocky Mountains in the U.S.
I've heard Chautauqua County has a flourishing wine region here. Can you tell me a little more about it?
We certainly do. You can see on the map here we've got a very, very long wine region. It's 50 miles from one winery to the other. There are currently 24 wineries in the region and 30,000 acres of grapes. So I thought this would be the perfect place for you to start your journey. We're at the Grape Discovery Center right in the middle of the wine region in Westfield, New York. And this is Christina McCain. She is the manager here at the Discovery Center.
Hey, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Christina.
The Grape Discovery Center is the official visitor center of the Concord Grape Heritage area. We promote and support the grape industry and the wineries in our region. So I think a great place to start our journey would be back in our exhibit room.
Let's get started.
These are examples of all of the Welch's advertising that was used in the past.
Do you have a personal favorite?
I do. Ham Swiss and Welch's. What a grape idea.
That's hilarious.
Here we have many different products made from Concord grapes grown right here in our region. Everything from Concord grape juice concentrate, jams, jellies, wine, and Concord grape juice.
Nice. Do you have a favorite product?
I do. It's grape berry jam and dessert topping. It is great on ice cream.
That looks delicious.
It is.
So what is this exhibit here?
This exhibit lets you smell some of the varieties of grapes that we grow in this region.
What's this first one?
Here we have a Cabernet,
Ah, smells delicious.
and then we'll move on to the Chardonnay.
Ah, very sweet.
It is. And then my absolute favorite, the Concord Grape.
Ah, that smells just like a glass of grape juice.
It does. And this is only a fraction of the exhibits that we have here in our exhibit room. We also have a wine tasting bar where you can taste wines from grapes grown right here in this region. We also have a gift shop with wine and grape related gifts.
Oh, wow, this has just been so fascinating. Thank you so much for sharing this with me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now, I think I'm anxious to go try out one of the wineries.
Well, you're in luck. We have a lot of wineries in this region, and there's a very unique one right down the road. Would you like to go with me and check it out?
That would be great.
All right. Well, Jordan, here we are at one of the region's 24 wineries. This is Johnson Estate Winery. It's unique because it's the oldest estate winery in the state of New York. The farm was established in 1908. The winery opened in 1961. And I believe they have something very special set up for you. So you can do a little wine tasting today. How does that sound?
Oh, that sounds great. Let's
All right.
go.
Let's go. So Jordan, I'd like to introduce you to Jeff Murphy. He's the winemaker here at Johnson Estate Winery, and he has set up a really lovely wine tasting just for you today. So I'm going to leave you to that, and you just enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you, Jordan.
Nice to meet you too, Jeff. This looks delicious.
Yeah, well, today I'm going to walk you through a tasting of our dessert wines, a unique specialty here on Lake Erie. First off, we're an estate winery, which means we grow our own grapes. And by growing our own grapes, that means we have total control of quality from the farm all the way till we put it in the bottle. Now the first wine is our ice wine. Now this is a traditional ice wine. Can only grow these in certain parts of the whole world, and Lake Erie is one of them. And this is a wine, you leave the grapes on the vine until they're totally frozen. It's usually 15, 16 degrees Fahrenheit outside. And we'll go out usually 2, 3 in the morning to start. So it's ice cold, picked ice cold, pressed ice cold, and then fermented ice cold.
Oh, wow. That's deliciously sweet.
It's basically 4 bottles of wine, all compressed, all that flavor into one little bottle.
And then what's over here?
Now over here we have 2 traditional dessert wines. We have a port and a cream sherry. Now this is cream sherry. This is a fortified dessert wine. Now fortified means they take a little bit of grape spirits, which happen to be from our own wine. We have it distilled for us. Add it to fermenting wine and stop the fermentation. And then we age it in barrels and allow it to slowly oxidize. And that gives it this beautiful nutty character. And the second wine is a port. Now this is another traditional European style dessert wine.
Excited. I've never had a port before. Oh yes. Rich, delicious.
Now this is a special, very unique wine to Johnson Estate, and this is it's called Red Ipocras.
Okay.
And Fred's father developed it. He brought an old English recipe back And basically you take whole spices and you age them in the wine. And it's also sweet because in Victorian times, spices and sugar were signs of wealth.
That is good. So which one is your favorite wine?
Well, right now my favorite's the Chamberson ice wine. It's one of the only really red ice wines in the world. Nice and rich, good to tannin and good acidity to balance it all out. Now this is just a small sampling of the wines we do produce here. We do produce Cabernet, Riesling, all really nice. But these are very unique to Johnson Estate and unique to this region.
So Jordan, how did your Lake Erie Wine Country wine tasting go here at Johnson Estate Winery?
Oh, it was delicious. Thank you so much for showing me this stop, Julie. And thank you, Jeff, for showing me the different types of wine you guys brew here at the Johnson Estate Winery.
Well, thank you for being an excellent student.
Thank you.
All right, well, we've got another terrific stop if you want to come along.
Hey, let's get going.
All right. Well, Jordan, I thought this would be the perfect finish for our tour through Lake Erie Wine Country in Chautauqua County, New York. We are at 5 & 20 Spirits and Brewing, Mazza Cellars, and this is Mario Mazza. He's the owner here. It's a very unique business. It's New York's first and only distilling, brewery, and winery all in one location.
Wow.
Thanks, Julie. Welcome. Happy to welcome you to Lake Erie Wine Country and Mazza Cellars, along with 5 & 20 Spirits and Brewing. We're actually located on a farm here that grows some of the grapes and grains that we use in production. And love to tell you a bit more. I thought we could do that over a glass of wine. So
that would be fantastic.
I've got a bit of Lake Erie Riesling for you.
The name 5 & 20, where does that stem from?
It's really just a sense of place. So 5 & 20 refers to routes 20 and US Route 5, which basically bound the north and south ends of the farm. So the 80-acre farm is right in between the two routes, and that's where we're growing some of the grapes, the grains that are used in any of our products, whether it's beer, wine, or spirits.
And how long has the company been open?
From the early 70s, my father and my uncle started it, and we've been making wine for over 4 decades, distilling for about 10 years, and the brewery is going to celebrate its 1-year anniversary this year.
This Riesling is delicious. Do you have any other signature wines here?
Really along the whole Lake Erie region, aromatic whites, things like Riesling, Gewürztraminer, Traminette, Vidal Blanc, are varieties that actually grow quite well given our cooler climate. So even though I come from an Italian family, it's interesting, our first winemaker was from Germany, and that German heritage in terms of the winemaking style really plays in well to the climate and the region we have here.
So how did you start creating spirits?
About 5 or 6 years ago, we really realized that there was a potential growth in the craft spirits market, so we started delving more into producing whiskeys and other liqueurs, and it's grown from there. And we work not only with our own products, but work with a number of partners to brand and craft other spirits.
So tell me more about the craft beer, because I love beer.
Our distiller is an avid home brewer, and the old adage goes, it takes a lot of good beer to make good wine, so we figured why not make our own. With the distillery here, there's a lot of shared equipment, and it really wasn't that much of an extension to be able to put in a little bit more equipment and be able to use this shared facility to craft both spirits and beer all under one roof.
This region is beautiful during the warmer months, but what do you have to offer visitors who come to visit during the winter?
So Lake Erie Wine Country, the member wineries and the members offer different trail events. Ourselves, we offer a great opportunity when it's a little bit quieter in the tasting room to come and actually experience something a little bit more behind the scenes with regards to touring the brewery, the distillery, talking to one of the brewers or the distillers that you might not get as much of a chance in the summer months to get a little bit more behind the scenes.
Thank you, Mario, for having me today here at 5 & 20, and thank you, Julie, for showing me around Lake Erie Wine Country. To new friends.